Hello, hello. Do you hear me, guys? Test. Fragonate. Saying hello to Gabriel. Hello to Spider. I'm not hearing Easy. Is Easy talking? Do you hear me talking? Do you hear me?
Okay, let's see if that did anything.
Hello? I hear you now, Easy.
Hello? Okay. I hear you and you hear me, so we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting closer.
Dragonite hear us.
All right, nice. Okay, yeah, I'm just here packing away, getting ready, getting ready.
Great thing, man. I just had dinner with my friends, and yeah, I have a special surprise for you guys. I still have to mend it though, but I'm just super excited to share it. And I know it's one of the favorites in the Token Smart community. And
Oh
I just
yeah.
appreciate so much for that song to get a house here. And, for a Spanish song to get a house on English. And, for this community to break all those barriers and creating just but bridges on my local. And yeah, the long-term vision is for to create bridges together here and there.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, it has been quite a great weekend. I'm going to start minting again when you can take the seat easy. I will go and do it. But yeah, right now I just went to a hall here and seeing Dragonite's mom connecting Elbow. Uh, yeah, Elbow actually he heard the song because I sent the song to Easy and he listened it. I needed to check in with him to just to know if you would like it.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's incredible.
I'm just super happy about the product, and it was something I did with friends, and they are also super curious about Web3. So, the idea is for this to be their onboarding experience. And
Totally.
I just had a talk with Easy earlier today and with my friend from the studio, and I think he quite get the picture that this can be something like disruptive and something we can do with all our other artist friends to invite them to create, for most of them, their first studio session. And also we have a lot of friends that has years without releasing music, so I think this can be a great opportunity to for all of us to create together and yeah, start promoting our music and the culture we have here with the music we do live. So for this song, uh, we recorded here in the Valencia city. Uh, yeah, Elbow, you heard the song. I'm just so happy, man, that you hear it and that you like it. I know Dragonite will love it. I'm just super happy about the result of this weekend. So I came here with my last funding I had available, but I got the opportunity to travel with a friend who plays the flute, and Easy and Elbow already hear the flute, but he's a master on what he does, and he is a nomad, so he was going to be in this city and this is a city where my friend Gaston has his studio. So it was a couple of calls to organize, and Gaston received us in his house, uh, and we have been living together this weekend, and going to the studio to record, and it just felt like I always wanted a production to feel not only the production, not only the music. You will find great musicians anywhere, but the quality of the time we shared together along the weekend, and the how enjoyable was to record together was what I was looking forward to start recording my music. So I think I found it. I think that from here, uh, there's a lot more of music to come in that quality, and looking to study, other, yeah, looking to study easy, looking to study the sound, the music, and the possibilities of inviting other musicians to share these stories on Web3. And yeah, I'm going to meet on Sora, I believe. I still didn't have the time to look easy. I just had got dinner before the call, and it was like
Right
20 minutes
on.
ago. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, we are kind of packing too on my side. I feel like I'm going to start flying once I mint the song. So
Oh yeah.
when you finish packing, I'm going to start packing too. And I just feel, yeah, like I don't feel like any expectancy of this. It's more like with the conversation we had, like clarifying the things for my friend, and he getting more vocal about the things he was having as questions.
That's
uh,
great.
yeah, I think he enjoyed totally the idea of the experiment. And
I, I might have been a little harsh because we're talking, and I do get excited about the advantages and benefits of Web3. Not that I think you should abandon Web 2 for music, but I was like, this is totally different. Web 2 original music is broken. And he's like, well, how is it broken? And then I'm like, well, here's a couple reasons. People get sucked into contracts. They don't get the support. They get taken advantage of. They don't have their creative freedoms. They get pushed into certain types of looks or music. Here you're in control of your finances. You're in control of your creativity. There's the possibility to earn more than streaming. And, so it was, I was definitely, a little hyped to kind of pitch it. But I hope I didn't come across too hard on the standard
no,
music
it didn't come
industry.
too hard. It didn't come too hard, and I think he totally got the vibe. I don't know. You were able to understand him in Spanish.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. He's from Argentina. So he's gonna be traveling to Argentina soon. So this was the right timing. He's going to leave like in a couple days. So
Oh wow.
it was all of this on synchronicity, because my friend Rondon, where I recorded the flute with, he's also a
Yeah.
nomad. So all of this was a gift from the universe, because I told you guys what I had on my budget for this journey was $100, and I already had like $20 left. That is my ticket to go again to Caracas with Vanessa. And this was, like I was not going to do nothing with those $100 in my wallet, and me on Caracas, just staying there for like getting my uh, work, getting a pay or something. Uh, there's always, I like to look for the challenge. What is my challenge? And I thought my challenge was to come to Valencia and to do this, because my friends were here, and it was just meant to be. And I was able to meet
Absolutely.
Jason. Jason was the sound engineer in the sound I'm going to share, and he was just one of the dudes with the best work ethics I ever met.
Man, that
And
sounds so good.
that sounds so good, right? I mean,
Yeah,
he's
incredible.
a he's a sound engineer, but he had a lot of years, or like he had a couple of months. I don't know. He had so much time without producing music, because he was feeling like a lot of disturbances in like different dimensions. It was also like the stability, like most of musicians here doesn't have a structure, they don't deliver nothing, and they don't have the money to pay for the product, you know. So
Yeah.
basically all the effort he can put on music, that and he wants to put it, he can't because he has to eat. So
Yep. Yep.
with 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 this, I know we can like co-work together to make something great. And he just click with me and with Vanessa, and we were talking not only about the music, but we were talking about jingles, about
Oh yeah.
voiceovers. You know, he has a whole industry. Like
Game,
he likes to be
game
there.
music. Yeah, game music, jingles, all sorts of opportunity. I mean, it was just the perfect timing. I'm so glad that it all came together because the time for you to be able to meet the sound engineer, get in with the studio, onboard them basically into the whole, our whole community in Web3. Plus, like you said, you were just getting down to the last of the funds from the last drop. So yeah, perfect timing to create and to drop this.
Yeah, and I'm just super happy with the product. Let me try to describe it for you guys. And well, the song, not to give more. Maybe you see the hints that Easy put there. But well, the song is Calma, which I know is one of the favorites. I think that that's the song that puts Spherical Art Cat to sleep. I think
Yeah.
that's also the favorite from Elbow. I don't remember if it's the favorite for Elbow, but I know that a couple of my friends here have told me, dude, this is my favorite song of yours. And
Yeah. I mean, it's hard
yeah,
to choose a favorite, but I know that it's also like even if it's not somebody's like absolute top favorite, it has a special place just being kind of that like so often it is used to kind of wind us all down after, a crazy Monday and a good show and then we, get to kind of close it out with Calma. I mean, not always, but it's kind of become sort of an anthem for like, keeping cool, staying away from the FOMO, setting the vibe. So yeah, it's just I think it's a really special one for all of us here, all us token smarties for sure.
yeah, and it's also one song that I always share on public here locally. If I am invited to play in a yoga session of a friend of mine, I usually go with Calma because I can extend the part
Mm.
uh, where I do. You will hear in the song a part of the song where you will hear some like percussion instruments that represents the rain. It's like
Yep.
in the beginning after the flute intro, and that is the moment that I tend to extend on meditation songs. So it was great to work on this because the sound engineer I was working with, he was he is used to work for the traditional music industry. So he said like, "Oh, this is a really long song because the song is 6 minutes, 6 minutes 20,
You can't do
6 minutes."
that in the regular Web2 music either. Like the attention span isn't there. So there's, that's one more thing we can do. We can get more creative, play more with it when it's over here in Web3.
Of course, and me as a composer, I never thought about the time of my piece. I think about the overall thing I want to share, and sometimes I don't even know how much time that will take. I just feel the beginning and I feel the ending, and we don't know. I do the music to enjoy it first, like to push that up, and I think that yeah, it's special to have a hub or a place to share it because what you always hear, being a musician like me from since 6 years old, the first thing you hear is like, what do you want to work when you grow up, when you are an adult? And you say, a musician.
Hmm.
And they told you always like, yeah, but what else? And it's like, you fucking didn't hear me or what? I want to be a musician. I want to play music. I love playing music. But the thing is that I think that the centralized industry doesn't make us to see to color beyond the lines, and with this technology, we can raise our voice. Not like we can, not like if we cannot do it without the technology. I was doing it, and I was doing street music, you know. And if it wasn't on Web3, I will go on street music, and maybe I will find another way to share. But always the challenge was that if you got some business locally, maybe you will have to be tied up to any type of maybe political discussions or matters,
Mm-hmm.
and that is something that I cannot see it happening on a Web3 community that has a main topic that goes to social impact or education. It's just a place that we talk about reality without filters or without noise, and that's a that's a that's a fight for free speech that I appreciate that we always do on these spaces, like these spaces where we are able to talk about everything. And I know that we might have some filters sometimes, but it's not like the standard way of communicating things here. I think that people here care, and that if you share art and you really love what you do, it will look weird, and that's where what you have to offer it's different. So don't get tricked by believing that because your song is different, then it will not have success in the industry, because um, that is not art in the first place. And right now, Easy, there's a lot of controversy in the music industry with Puff Daddy. I don't know if you know more about it, but
Yes.
it, all of those stuff proves my theory.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the music industry, Hollywood, it's all pretty much a gross mess. Unless you're kind of a underdog and you don't have all the support and you do your own thing. But yeah, it's just it's horrible. It's horrible the way the music industry has been corrupted so strongly. So yeah, it's I don't. I think we can do things much more wholesome and much more integrated and much more collaborative here. So just a lot of benefits.
Yeah, and I think that's through doing it, and with that I mean, like, the first song I minted is full of errors, like in production, like if you ask me. And the second
Well, I
song,
mean,
yeah,
go ahead. Yeah.
the first song was a one take, so it doesn't have too many errors. But the second song, it's a production I made by myself, and it has a couple of errors I do see. But what if that stops you from doing something, you will never get to the next place. And that's what I was trying to say, is like, to change the things, we have to have our building public mistakes, and not being afraid of that, because in the moment that we try to hide our darkness is when we lose the shit.
Yeah. Fully. I mean, do you want to maybe play the track for our lovely people here so they can get a sneak peek?
Oh, I would love it. Do you know how I can reproduce it here?
Let's see. If you take like the link that you gave me, I'm on the phone, or I try and do it. I'm also walking around. If you take the link you gave me and open that, just in whatever music player, and then you just share screen, we should be able to hear it.
If I screen share and I reproduce the song?
Yeah, if you screen share and play it, we should be able to hear it.
Okay, I'm going to do that then.
Awesome. And I think we're out broadcasting on Twitter and Unlonely. Although Trislet might be like in travel right now. I forgot. I think he gave me a message like either he figured out like automating it and it was gonna go out tonight, or possibly maybe we're just here tonight. But
Do you see my screen, AC?
I do, but it's showing right now the Discord.
Okay, you can see it now.
Okay, now I see like your home screen.
Okay, I'm going to the
Yeah,
music.
awesome. I'll only interrupt if I don't hear it start. I'm gonna go on mute.
Okay, so I'm going to go mute. If I shut down my microphone, you will still be able to hear me. Let's see. The song is
Yeah, give it a
reproducing.
try.
Do you hear it?
Yes, yes, it's coming through. I think you can mute too. It'll be
I'm
cleaner.
going to mute and I'm going to share it again. saber que tienes el control, pues ponlo en acción. El tiempo se frenó, encienda tu ira y dale agua. Deja que cese el estruendo mental, abandona el nido. Mueve tus alas. Calma, maca, calma.
Woo! Man, so epic. I don't know if it's my internet. I had a few spots where, yeah, epic. Few spots where I had trouble hearing, but most of it came through really clear. How did it come through for everybody in the audience? That's so epic. Oh, it looks like it came through like a little bit choppy at points. But I think at least everybody got to catch the vibe. I mean, if you heard even, half of it, clearly you could tell the quality of music production is way up. And it's just a totally like it's like a whole other version, it's a whole other vibe of the comma that we usually get with just the guitar. I love it. I can't wait.
Oh, thank you so much for the feedback. Yeah, I know. I don't have faith on Discord getting the things straight, especially if it's audio. On my end, I wasn't able to hear. I was trusting. You told me it was receiving the signal, but we cannot control the choppiness of Discord. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm happy that you appreciate it. Yeah, you can appreciate this on studio, and even that it has different vibe. I like that you can hear my guitar in the background, like doing
Hmm.
the thing, like it's still like the energy of the guitar. That is the thing I never liked when I brought like my music into full band, because, and that's why I tell you, with the works ethic of Jason, uh, he knew like the difference between the product and the expectation of a like a commercial product, and he
Hmm.
differentiate that. So he was super willing to work with me instead of like trying to make of the song a salsa or something.
Right.
And
Yeah.
but once we added, the first thing we added was the flamenco bots. We added the flamenco bots, and it got a great energy, especially like in the beginning with the intro, and then we used a kick, an organic kick that entered on play, and after that we recorded rondon flute, which I think is the most special part of the song. And it's a song about water and about breathing. So it was so great to count with Rondon on this song, because he's one of the best performers of flute I ever met. Like, he's not even playing the flute, he's like breathing through the flute, and it's like the flute gets alive by itself. Like, every time you see somebody meeting Rondon and hearing him to play the first time, you can see their faces, the same face that you had the first time that you hear him play, and it's just a poem. And it was great to work with him on this. He was quite nervous because I'm quite to critique with especially with my things, especially with myself. And I tell a couple of things to him, and I noticed how like I put him a little nervous with that, so I decided to leave the room. And I just had to have faith, because I always will have like questions and stuff, and that will break the creative process of others.
Mhm.
So I left the room, and I just was like out, like if it was a father, and like I was not allowed to be there when the baby was born, really born. So uh, yeah, he got the solo, and after that we started adding Vanessa's interventions on the song that are just super special. And when you hear us both playing live, it always sounds like the Vanessa doing those chorus. So it just felt that, it has an semblance with how the song sounds on live. And
Yeah.
also it's a song that is totally doable in live. So, I got the musicians to bring the experience as a real experience. And all who participated in the production, all of us were like, oh my god, this is a good song.
Oh yeah.
And at the,
Mhm.
at the beginning, my friend who was helping me to produce it, he told us that it was like a really long song, but when we finished working together, he told me that I need 12 more songs like that one,
Nice.
so we can go on
Awesome.
touring. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. So, I feel like I found a teamwork. Yeah, I think I found a
So awesome.
teamwork. I really want to iterate with them, because I would love to bring to life my songs with them, and to um, teach them to use this technology for all of us musicians to co-create together, and for this to be our like headquarters of music, because it's like the dream that all of us has somehow. So it sounds like coherent, and it sounds also like playing the best version of all of us. So I think it can be a possibility, but it's just with action. So I'm just looking forward to be here next month, and start working on something similar. And I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know, I'm just
And
super happy.
to be able to get them into blockchain, they're getting cut straight from the smart contract. It's just awesome to be able to extend your network and have the access to the studio and everything. It's super super cool.
Yeah, and this experiment we are doing with me, it will work to then do this fast with other musicians. So I think that the the ideal is like more musicians using the studio, which was somehow paused. Like they never used the studio since we got here, like 8 months ago. They never get to the studio again. So, we
Man,
want to make it alive. The studio name is 432 Hertz Studio. I think
gotta
that,
love it.
yeah, man, it's like from here just to dream, and to bring that dreams on earth, and to make of my friends part of the gratitude chain, so they can, like see like this opportunity for a new industry is here, and we can do it together. And it will be great, because it's like my friends working with me, like that's a society. And I think that's what we can get, like with all of this. And I think that, I don't know if you never saw One Piece. That is an anime. I love
Oh
One
yeah.
Piece. And I really like the concept of the like crew, because all of them have a different dream. It's not like everybody
Yeah.
is trying to dream for Luffy, or like they are there just because Luffy wants to reach the One Piece and be the king of the pirates, but they are there because it's super coherent with their own aligned goals and dreams. So, by supporting them, they know they will fulfill their own dreams. And I do look for a community like that, for a crew like that. And yeah, huge One Piece fans actually. But I do see
Nice.
it happening here. And when I start realizing actually One Piece is the perspective of a Japanese creator of the Caribbean, that is actually where I am. So it's like it's like a round circle.
Pretty cool. I also see that we have Spherical in the audience, and I mentioned earlier that we would talk about Warpcast and Farcaster. So I think that we could also clue people in on the cool way we're looking at expanding, reaching more people, and a core set of degens and metaversers and NFT peeps over there. So Warpcast is built on top of Farcaster, which has been in the works by some really cool devs for years. It's finally kind of getting it a little bit of sunshine, especially with the degen coin that has gone from like 0.005 to like 1 penny to 2 pennies to 3 pennies to 4 pennies all over the course of like a week. And it's become like one of the top 20 most used coins because thousands of people over there are tipping it every day and buying it and locking it up and doing all this cool stuff with it. So it's not like the native coin of Warpcast. They actually have a coin as well, which is Warp, which can be used for buying artwork on platform and stuff, which has been used there for a while. But now you can use degen. You can purchase really easily straight out of the app, either using like Zora, minting on Base, and then some of the time you don't even leave the app. You just look at a post and it has a frame. There's this protocol called Frames, which is built on top of Farcaster to be able to use in Warpcast. And you're able to, maybe there's parameters. Maybe you have to like it, like the cast and recast it, which is like retweeting and follow the person, and then you get a free mint. Sometimes it's just a like, or sometimes you don't have to do anything. You just mint it. And it just shows up right out of the app, like for free into your wallet. So there's really cool stuff, as well as great community over there. And Jose found a really cool, like kind of bridge protocol that Sweatman, who came on Easy Corner a year or two back, has created. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? I think you're a little more familiar maybe with what he's building, so that you're able to then take something from sound and share it to Zora and put it in frames and do all this cool stuff.
Yeah. So I'm trying. I want to try to mint on Sora. I still. I'm in the room right now because my friends are on the hall where I have the computer, and you will not hear me there. You will hear Spanish. Yeah, and they are on the YouTube channel checking this, so they
Cool.
are seeing us from the hall. So I'm not there. So the idea is to mint on Sora, because Sora has a direct bridge with Warpcast, where people
Yes.
can actually, I don't know if they can actually like listen to the song before leaving Warpcast, and so.
They might actually be, because sometimes you can read or like listen or watch in app, they call it, kind of, or like in frame, or you can hit like view, like for a video on Dracula you could watch it in app or like go to Dracula, I believe. So I'm not 100% sure. It might, when they hit that, it might take them over to Zora, but that's a pretty easy. It just opens up for you, and then you could like connect your wallet and mint, or it might even play in app. And I know they're working on getting more things like MP4s and stuff to work. It's still, they're still building. The tech is like, it's building in public, and really cool stuff over there. I'm blown away. It takes a little bit to like figure it out. I'm still kind of learning the ropes. But it's so much better than Twitter. Like I've been spending more time on Warpcast than Twitter, and it feels so much better.
Yeah, it feels so much better because the audience you are getting there are or degens or people working on Web3. So you get a better scoop for your attention to be in a single place. And
Yes.
yeah, that it works because of that, because you segregate the community that can enter here for the people interested into Web3, so your audience grows in quality, even no needs of numbers. And I think it's super earlier, so you can collect a lot of tokens that can help you to empower later to people. and that's great, similar to what Steamy Chain did on 2017. And if things goes that way, it will pump hard and then it will go down and then will stabilize. And you know how the story goes. But at this moment, I think it's where the trending is. So minting on Sora for me means to reach that quality audience of DJs and Web3 workers, which is my target, and to share this song with them directly. I think the best is to mint on Sora. But if you don't want to um, buy my song on that chain, Sweetman, he was a guest on Easy's Corner like a year or two, yeah. He
Yeah.
created an application yesterday. The name is Sound That Bridge that something, I think. And Sound That Bridge, what it does is that once you have the contract of the music NFT you want to buy, you put the contract on Sound That Bridge, and then he will read in which chain it is, and he will let you choose from which chain you want to buy it. So that it's a great game changer, because if you get somebody into any chain, you will not have to explain them nothing about chain ID or about chains. Like this is a yeah, like a, how do you say that? Uh, como it's a tool for this synthesis. So it branches from this tool to all of these platforms, and yeah, you can mint from any chain from here with the chain you have. I explained
Pretty
myself
dope.
correctly. Sorry.
I think so, which is pretty awesome because maybe you have a little ETH over on Zora, but you don't have any on Base, or maybe you have some on Base but not on Zora, and it's like, oh, I minted this on Optimism or Zora or Base, and you're like, oh, well, I only have a little on Optimism or Base, so I can switch to any of those that I want. It's really cool, and an integration of like Farcaster and integration of like Zora and Sound. These things are these are big.
Yeah, I think they are in a great direction, because with the frames, everybody can create a frame, and it's like so far the best way to get the blockchain interconnected. On Metagame, we want to create frames. So tomorrow we have a frame session to work on it, especially for devs. But if anybody wants to join,
Awesome.
there's always cool ideas we can share together. Basically, we want to do onboarding frames and educational frames for Web3, but yeah, the session is tomorrow for doing that. But as same as Metagame, I see a lot of projects creating their own frames to do onboarding tools. For example, Raid Guild created one of the first frames, and it was like an RPG slash educational game where you can choose like your class between a warrior, a mage, and an archer, and then you have a tiny adventure that shows you paths to Web3.
Cool. That's
Yeah, and
awesome.
it's like everything with pixelated art, and it's just great. It's just great. And yeah, I think that it's up to people to create frames, but I see a lot of people playing with frames for doing social stuff, like showing that you care with somebody, like sending a tiny note to somebody. That remembered me. Looked at the viral Facebook games people share like in 2011.
Yeah, and there's like all sorts of great educational frame content. I mean, that's how I daily check like, okay, what's my degen status? What's my balance? How much do I have out of my tipping allocation? And stuff like that. So it's really useful. You can have tools. There's even like if you go to like the degen channel. So on Farcaster, you can make channels, you can join channels. So there might be degen, or there we have a whip channel. We need a token smart channel actually over there. But so yeah, there'll be like maybe someone in degen makes a frame that is just like an onboarding, gives you all the information, the RPCs, the chain data, ways to add, explaining how to tip or how to earn, and all these things, just right in a frame. And you can read it in frame. You can go to like the person's, maybe it's connected to a mirror post or something like that. So it's really versatile.
Yeah, and that's where I see like the good stuff. Um, Now I know that a lot of anons don't want to play with Farcaster at all, and uh,
Yeah,
so that's where we have friends like Mycelium. Do you remember? Spherical
yeah, yeah.
art.
I know mycelium.
Uh, Spherical art just asked what is a frame, and
Ah,
that is the question we all have. The frame is the name, or they decided to to label this. Um, it's pretty. I don't know how to say it, but the frame is like the word they use it to label this tool that developers can do inside Farcaster, and they look like a tiny second web page inside Farcaster that you can use to explore a different side of the internet into Farcaster without leaving the app, and allows everybody to do it. So you have super easy access to anything happening that is being shared on Warpcast without the need of these to be on the same chain. Yeah.
yeah, it's a built-in NFT minter. It's a built-in like reader. It's basically a little window inside your Farcast post, your cast, that can have you could maybe like you can claim an airdrop through a frame of either an NFT or like a meme coin. You can read an article or mint an article, say from Mirror. You can put a little mini video game or something probably in there, kind of like what Jose was talking about. It's just a whole nother protocol that's built into the cast there, into the post. So you can have very interactive, minting or gambling, entering a raffle, like all sorts of tools for it. And then devs can just build more tools to use in frames. And if you're doing that, if you're like building on Forecast or Warpcast, something cool, then generally you're going to be able to get a grant in like DGen, or people are going to be tipping you and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, that's also the reason why I want to reach Warpcast with my song on Sora, because digital street music is about getting tips, and I think the future is there. Like there's so much opportunity to get tips there, and there's a really degen vibe on the place that fits with the with the midst of things that lived to me getting into token smart in the first time. So
Yep.
like I can see it that the next organic wave happening will be there for some reason, because you will find both degens and web3 workers, and in the middle you will find good stuff, really good
Yep.
stuff, I think. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Spherical art asked if he needs to be a coder, and I think so, but
Well,
tomorrow.
not to use frames. There's a lot of tools for just any old regular person. You take the tool that a dev has built and then you use that. So like there's like Lens Post is you can connect to Lens Post through your Farcaster or Warpcast, just signing in through your wallet. And then on that site, there's meme makers, there's art generators, there's all sorts of stuff that you can use there. And then you basically, after you make your thing, you can just kind of like be like, oh, I'd like to publish this as a smart NFT over in a frame on Warpcast. I'd like to charge this much. You have to follow me or not to get it, or to make a free claim. So there's definitely the tools made for total normies to be able to access and use the different tech for frames. Now, if you want something new built out of there, yeah, you got to develop it. Uh-oh. Am I still there? Oh, just Jose muted. Okay. Um, but yeah, it's pretty advanced tech, but it's made to be easily usable, unless like you're developing a new tool for frames or a new way to use them. Getting close.
Hey, Easy, are you
Hey,
able to get it while I get to Sora?
am I able to what? Oh, take over? I can take over for like 10 minutes or so, and then I think my ride's gonna be coming.
Okay. Oh, so it means that this was the time for me to do that.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Oh,
jump over and see if you can mint. And let's see, I'm gonna ask if there's anybody down in the audience that wants to jump up and either ask any questions. We can continue a little bit of Warpcast chatter. I'll also just let me take a look at the chat. But if anybody wants to jump up, just tag me or raise a hand. Okay, let me look at the chat. It's been a while because I've been walking around packing. What's frame? iframes. Yeah, it's like an embedded mini site kind of. Um, no, all you do, so to get to in Spherical, I have like invite codes that I think will get both of us some extra warp uh, if you use my sign up. But all you have to do is connect your wallet. Um, Now I joined Farcaster and Warpcast like over like a year ago or something, and I think all I did was wallet connect, my screen name, and an email. I know that people signing up are like, oh, well, you have to give personal information. I guess your email is personal information, but they might ask for your full name. They're not asking for like crazy like KYC of your social security or anything, but in fact, when it asked, I think it did ask my name, and I just put like easy and crypto and then like L for my last name or something, which is just the first letter. So you don't necessarily have to give I don't think all your personal info, but it will take connecting just like a MetaMask or whatever wallet you want to use, and then at least like inputting an email. Beyond that, I don't think so. Although we can ask Jose when he's back what information it asked of him, because he may have made his account sooner. Like I said, I made mine quite a while ago, so I don't remember exactly everything they asked me. In fact, let me just go to Warpcast. Oh, some people looked at my stuff. Okay. Oh crap! I didn't make my video today. I'm gonna have to make it from like the airport or something. So there's this app called Dracula, and it is a video creation app. It's made by like the Alex Mesmich guy, who's been around forever. And so on Dracula, you earn blood, which is their little meme coin for posting. But I've been posting my Dracula post over on Warpcast, which is kind of it's connected there. And then people sometimes tip in DGen for your video. So I've been doing like my old Ride with Easy videos, but I've only done like one in the car. I've just been doing quick daily updates over there. But I've made like, I don't know, probably 50 bucks in just DGen tips from those little videos that are like a minute long or whatever. Okay, I'm going to my thing and I'm gonna see, how do I like get invites? I've looked at it on the computer more. Invites. I know I had it somewhere. Devices, warps. You can like buy warps. Oh, maybe it's the plus here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so copy link. And I'm gonna share my invite here. If anybody isn't over there, throw that up in a tab and hop to it later. And I do believe we both get some warps, which is like the original currency that you can buy. I think they're like a penny a piece. I think you get 500 warps for $5. And then you can also, the original way of like purchasing an NFT inside a frame was to purchase with warps, and then you don't have to leave the platform ever. But with the addition of like Zora and Base and DGen and stuff, sometimes you might have to go to, oh geez, what is it? It's where everybody does their little contracts and stuff. I'm just having a brain fart. God, what is it? Anyways, you can, now you have a lot more places to be able to go and do this stuff with. I'm looking for, there was what was it? It was a Sarah script, I think. Yeah, so sometimes, oh yeah, manifold, duh. So sometimes you might have a frame, and it's like buy this for like 0.00 whatever over on Manifold. So people are stuff like that too, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot you can do over there. Let's see. Let me get out of there and back over here. Oh, I'm packing for NFT NYC. I leave in like a few minutes. My friend is going to be picking me up. Or let's see. Yeah, yeah. Any minute now. In fact, let me check messages from him. Yep, he just. I'm just hitting my friend. Okay, let him know to come grab me. That means I need to finish this last packing. I was just trying to make some, maybe a little extra memes and stuff here. Not memes, some little bit of stuff on the old forum before leaving town. So I'm going to copy those and throw them onto a drive so that I'll have stuff for my free mints on 01. So boom, grab some of these. Let's see, where's my little USB drive here? Okay. Sorry guys, I gotta jump in the car any minute now, so very, very soon I get on the road doing the last minute things. Where's that folder? Here we go. And pretty excited for Jose.
Easy. I was able to hear. Hey,
Hey,
I was able to hear that you have to leave, so I get again in the room to chat. I'm going to try to mint the song, and um, you already guys are aware that I'm doing it, so I have to have it done by today. And yeah, this is this month's song. Um, there's a surprise that I hope on deliver later regarding this song. Uh, a special surprise I did for this, like call it an Easter egg or like an extra for those collecting the song. But yeah, I will take some time to mint now. And if you have to leave, I don't know. I think that we already communicated with the crew that I'm going to share the song. And you
yeah,
heard this story. I don't know if Brookhawk joined that earlier. We also shared the song, but I don't know. Long story short, for Brookhawk and many beans that I also seen she's here, we recorded Calma, and it's sounding beautiful. And I'm going to mint it right now in a couple minutes. So yeah, share it with your friends, and uh, yeah, on NFT New York, I think that's the best route line I can do for guerrilla marketing to succeed with this experiment, and being able to show my community that this is a possibility for us to do music together and to release more incredible singles.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, super stoked. Yeah, I think my friend will be here in about, 10 minutes or so. He just lives a little down the road. But yeah, I'm super glad that we did have our kind of standard timed easy corner. And yeah, I mean, if anybody has questions or if you want to play some tunes for a little while, that would be rad. I'm probably gonna be, let's see, I think I'll be back in like good enough service to where I can try and like mint on my phone or something in like, 30, 45 minutes. So, if you wind up getting kind of all the minting going and that's live in like an hour or something, then I'll totally be able to jump in and snag as well. But yeah, just super stoked that you were able to make such an awesome connection with the studio and like onboarding more people and getting just a really cool version of Calma. Super, super stoked.
Oh man, me too. I think I'm going to do that way. I will totally play a song before leaving live. I will play Calma for you guys so you can hear it live and you can have an image and you can expect to hear something totally different on the studio session one.
Yeah, nice.
So let me.
Ah, he's probably like tuning guitar. Okay, I'm getting my last and putting my computer into the computer backpack. It's almost time to jump on the road. And then next week, I should be coming to you from actually I think from Binks's farm. Let's see, what's next? I wonder what the date is on. Oh, next
For
week
what?
is the so next week on the 8th. So I think I'll be in New York till maybe like the 7th, and then on the 8th, me and Binks and I don't know, maybe a couple other people are going to be going up out of the city to where there's less lights and light pollution and just people. Although I mean, I guess light pollution doesn't really matter so much for eclipse because it's in the day. But we're going to go somewhere nice, outside of where city folks are, and we're going to see the big eclipse that's happening. So, it's an eclipse that I don't know happens every 150 years or something or whatever. So that's going to be pretty cool to just have the opportunity to see the eclipse. Um, so yeah, that'll be
Dude,
cool.
that's so crazy. Like the planets are aligned for all of you to be at New York seeing the eclipse together. I mean, if you
Totally.
are not able to see it, at least you are together and you can talk about it, and that's already amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. So I'm super excited about that and getting to see the farm and all the animals and just kind of have a little bit of regroup, decompress, and get to like collab a little deeper on music stuff with Binks and everything. So yeah, it's going to be a really cool addition to the trip. I mean, I'm going all the way over across the country, might as well like make use of being close by. So yeah, super super stoked about that.
Yeah, sounds magical. I'm going to share Calma, guys, and I'm going to go to try to mint. I also have I'm looking to edit a picture I have for this. So Third Planet Farm next week. Oh, they will be with
Yep.
you at your farm. That I'm getting it
Yeah,
now. Send
all the
cute
little
video.
goats and llamas and stuff. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, you have to send some cute videos on my way.
Oh, of course, yeah. We'll share. So yeah, next Monday we'll see. I don't know exactly the timing of the eclipse, but I think it's in like the mid or early afternoon. So it'd be like just after that. We'll be going live with Easy Corner, or it might be one of those from the road kind of shows, or not 100%, but we'll figure it out and do something.
Great.
All right, I'm gonna mute, keep unpacking, and let you play.
I just made a silly joke on text. Dragonade put a shit. And the shit was for a boat, but I feel it's so unsynchro. Let's play Calma. que el cielo llora, se limpia el callejón, aroma pétrico invade mi pulmón. Ahora que el alma llora, se limpia el corazón, aroma algo dulzón, incienso de canela. Calma, 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 calma. Deja que cese el sonido mental, sienta tu ira y dale agua. Deja que cese el estruendo mental, abandona el nido y mueve tus alas. Mueve tus alas. Calma, 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 calma. Ah, ah. Ahora que el cuerpo sabe que tienes la emoción, pues ponlo en acción, construye tu mañana. Ahora que es ahora y tienes el control, el tiempo se frenó. Construye tu mañana. Calma, 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 calma. Ah, ah. Deja que cese el estruendo mental, sienta tu ira y dale agua. Deja que cese el estruendo mental, abandona el nido y mueve tus alas. Mueve tus alas. Calma, 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 calma. Ah, ah. I think Uncle Matt is on stage instead of live chat. It's on the other place where it is, or we are on stage. I don't know what's happening. Dragonite knows. Glad to know. So happy to share Calma with you guys. It has been quite a journey, and actually, with my friend Gaston, that was the song that connected us. I feel like it was that way because the day we really connected, I played that song, and we both cried. So sensitive moment, and so beautiful to share a sensitive moment like that with another one. It's just the most beautiful thing about doing music. Saying hello to Uncle Matt. I think he didn't hear the song, uh, so I'm down to play another song for him to catch some of the vibes.
Nice. Oh, my ride's here. I'm wheeling bags out the door, y'all. I'll be listening, and yeah, hit me up when the mint's ready. I should be back in reception range in like 30 minutes or something.
Great. I will play this song, guys, and I will go
Yeah,
for Yeah,
Keep
I will
hanging.
go to. I'm going to play Necessary, which is a song different from Calma, I think, and I think it's the right mix up of energies. Hace tiempo que buscaba una piel donde tatuarme, una calle para pasearla, agarrado de las cuerdas. Hace tiempo que perdía, ayer para ser exacto, el tiempo en mil tonterías, por andar muy ocupado. La misión, una guerra de miradas, en el que menos aguante, que pierda los estribos, será el que menos se tape. Dices cosas que no pueden salir mal, mientes tanto que no veo la verdad, haces daño, ya no puedo respirar, pero eres necesaria para andar. Hace tiempo que te veo paseando por las aceras y saltar por la ventana es de cuerdos por ti. Digo cosas que no van a salir mal, miento poco, lo que tenga que ocultar, hago daño, no te lo voy a negar, pero tengo lo que buscas y algo más. Mi misión es perder en tu batalla, pero ganarte la guerra, obsequiarte mi pasado para que veas quién era. Si te sientes asustada, espera verme ahora. Ya no soy, ya no soy, ya no soy, ya no soy ni mi sombra. Pips, Love, and Whipsy. Um, I'm going to go to Mint and wishing a great trip to everybody going to New York today slash tomorrow slash these days. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Have a lot of fun. Send me pictures, dudes. Hold the
Oh
vibes.
yeah, I'll try and get pics and stuff. Yeah, peace, love, and whipsy. Hold the vibes, fam. See you out in the metaverse.
Happy Metaverse. Well, I'm going to go to Mint. Wishing everybody a great day. I will keep you posted with the song once it's ready on Warpcast, so you can recast it. And let's change our words. Let's don't say X on Twitter anymore. Let's Farcast. Let's uh, grab those coins.
Woo! Yes.
Yeah, it's what it is, guys. I really appreciate Brookhawk tweets. They are always on cue. Bye bye, guys. Thank you, Trislit. Everybody. Woo! Leaving now.
Good night, all. Hitting the road. Kiss Lemon Whipsy.